So all I did was post out this tweet. Okay, this is and maybe you can have some input here if you'd like.
Okay.
This is about the new Star Wars game. Okay. So, are you familiar with what they're doing with female characters in gaming?
They're making them butt.
That's an understatement for sure.
Okay.
They're making them butt. So, this is yeah, it's rough. It's
Stop
rough, man.
it.
It's rough. No, it's rough. So, all right. So this tweet's going crazy. It's almost at 100,000 views so far. And all I simply said was that Western developers be like, it's accurate, bro. And then it's just this picture. So I made this on Canva in like 30 seconds. Okay, that's all I did. I'm like, as I'm making this picture, I'm like, this is probably gonna piss off a couple people. And little did I know how crazy it's gonna start going. So this is the actress, right? For the person they based the character on, and this is what they made, right? So you're gonna have a lot of disingenuous people, and I can show you some comments. I think I quote tweeted them. You have some disingenuous people saying, well, actually, you took a low resolution image. That's the reason why the character's ugly. You took a low resolution image. And I'm like, well, okay, give me a high resolution image then. And so they did, and it's still the fucking same. It's just a higher resolution version of whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I don't know how you go from this to this. Why even use someone who looks like this? Why not just this? Anyway, what do you think before I rage off?
That looks really bad. That doesn't even look like the same person.
I had people in my comments saying there's no way that's the same person. I'm like, oh, but it is.
I don't think it's the same person.
Oh, but it is.
That's really ugly.
And I also posted, I said, it's interesting how the ugly button just never happens to work when they're making the male characters, right? When they're using the male versions. Because this is Cameron I can't say it, Monaghan. Cameron Monaghan, and then he played Cal Kestis in one of the Star Wars games, right? So the ugly button didn't work here. It seemed like the 1-to-1 button worked perfectly fine, but then the 1-to-1 button didn't quite work here.
Wow, you know? That's that's I would be so offended if I worked with them and that's what you came up with.
So, but a lot of people are trying to say, well, she only mocapped the body or something like that. I'm like, are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure she mocapped the face. And then they're trying to say, well, she did actually mocap the face, but they made it as accurate as possible they could with the hairstyle that they chose. I'm like, we're talking about hairstyle now? Really? The hairstyle made that face, bro?
Look at the face. Look at the face.
So I'm trying to find, people posting Mary Jane. Oh, okay, here we go. Meanwhile, what she actually looks like. So I'm like, all right. So let's pick a higher resolution picture. Okay. First off, super. Oh, great. My eyes is not working. Yeah. I'll just do it like this, whatever works.
Yeah.
Super disingenuous, okay? Because number one, the right side is a poster.
Yeah.
All right. The poster you can make look so much better than the actual game. We're talking about the game. We're talking about how the model of the character actually is, okay? Number two, on the left, not bad. Not bad, right? I'm not saying it's super ugly or anything. It's definitely more on the, I guess you could say, modern look, right? Short hair, let's say. Yeah, average. But it's still not her. Like, this is not... The point is, the argument is that Western developers be like, it's accurate. The reason why that's a meme is because you took this, right? And even though the bottom one is still prettier compared to what I initially posted, you still didn't make that. Like, you didn't even come anywhere close to that. It's not even, look at the jaw. The jaw has been widened like every other female character. They always go with the manly looking jaw or the wide jaw. And the reason I don't know, did you see what they did with Pokemon Go with the characters?
No.
Yeah, so they updated the trainers and they removed the hips on the female trainers, right? They made them stand like men. So they used to stand with like a little slant, when girls stand to the side a little bit. They make them stand straight. They make their shoulders wider. They got rid of the hips. They made the jaws not angular. They made them a little wider like this. And they gave just overall just a masculine look. And then the characters have been like this for years. I don't even know how long Pokemon Go's been out, but it's been like this for years. And all of a sudden they're changing it. And the best part is that they're only changing it in certain countries. They didn't change it in Japan.
Right.
They didn't change it in the places where they know they can't get away with it. They changed it here.
Right.
So again, nobody's saying that necessarily this is ugly, even though it's a higher resolution picture. The point is, you took a beautiful actress and you didn't make her. You made something totally different. Even if you wanted to change her hairstyle, the face is not even close to being the same.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
No, that thing that you showed me, it looks like it's out of a horror movie, like a horror character. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is more of a cutscene, I believe. And
I mean, that looks good compared to that up there.
This is more like
bad.
this is more like
really bad.
It's also Ubisoft, right? So Ubisoft is known for terrible facial animations.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They try hard and they usually fail pretty horribly.
Yeah.
But again, it never seems to affect the males.
Yeah. It's the patriarchy. That's why.
Right.
That's why. Yeah.
And if you notice too, a lot of the male characters that get one-to-one like this, they even get one-to-one all the way to their hair too. Like the woman got her hair changed, got modernized, short, whatever. Yeah. This guy, it's the exact same.
That's wow.
Even down to the freaking beard.
Such a shame.
So, and you know, people are posting Mary Jane because who's mad at me?
I mean, are people mad at you? Like the majority of people?
Yeah, not majority. Some people are. It's accurate if it was 100,000 years ago. It's fucked up. Look, see, yet the Japanese can get them accurate. See, 1-to-1.
All right.
Because it's about wanting to be accurate versus not really wanting to and just saying that you are.
Yeah.
It's this disingenuous lying. Maybe one with similar lighting and 10 times less makeup will help. Okay, let's look.
I don't see it.
Not even close. I don't see it either. Look at the jaw. Look at
the nose.
They flattened the jaw here where she has an angular face. They do this all the time. They give women these wide jaws. And I know obviously some women have wide jaws. I get it. But this is not helping the fucking case here. This is not the same person. I mean, even the nose is different.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. Who else posted? Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, see, they make her stand like a man. Just stand straight, no hips, give her the body of a boy. That's what they did. I don't know.
That's rough.
Why do you think they're doing this?
Well, okay, so during the Cultural Revolution,
okay,
we're gonna go all the way back.
That's fine.
One of the things that they did when we talk about equity is that they would push for a gender neutral society. So the women, they would dress like men. They weren't allowed to wear their hair long. They would have to get their hair cut. They couldn't wear makeup.
This is messed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
I'm sorry.
That's pretty messed up. That's rough.
I scrolled past this. I didn't. Oh shit! I gotta read. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But no, it's pretty much it. It's yeah. I mean, it's just making everything ugly.
But what would be the reason though? Like I know you talked about like just overall evil in the world and whatnot. Like what would be the reason, right? So like for me, I personally feel for me, and you can have different opinions. Yeah, my feelings is that they uglify these women in very specific ways. It's always the same thing, right? Male stance, remove the hips, widen the jaw, widen the shoulders, right? Put a short hairstyle, right? Those 5 things they do with all these female characters, right? And I feel the reason why they're doing that is mainly because they're trying to actually gain or respect the trans gays versus the male, like versus the, how do I want to put it, versus modernizing women. Like I feel like they're actively trying to make this for the trans gays. I feel like and I know some studios have even admitted this secretly, but not all of them, obviously. And I just feel like all these characters that are being made to be obviously way more masculine, they're doing so in a way that most trans men would look, or trans people would look, or trans women would look. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I think you're partially right on track. And it's not because they actually care about giving trans people representation. They're using them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're using them. I mean, and I would say this whole making women ugly in gaming or wherever. Specifically, I see that they do it a lot in gaming though, which is
A
pretty funny.
lot, a lot.
I think it's a couple of things. It's like I agree with you on the trans thing. I also think it incites a certain reaction from the public. So like if you, let's say you get a character, a black actress who does a motion capture for a game, and then that character is ugly, and then people go online criticizing how ugly that character is, the narrative is now, oh, you're racist, and then they can use that.
Got it.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
then also, I think also there's something to be said about how it's dividing culture in general, where you got all of these super feminists that, you know, my body, my choice, you know, my beauty has nothing to do about your subjective opinions, you know. And then I feel like there's something to be said about how people aren't talking, people aren't dating as much. So it's just a little extra thing to agitate people from getting together, because now it's like, oh, you're a toxic male if you want to see, you know, women in a particular way, you know. I want to grow my armpit hair out and, you know, like, you know, all this nonsense. And so they're sort of conditioning women to be ugly, knowing that that's not what men want.
Right. Well, okay. So with gaming, they're actively not trying to give men what they want. It's like they know. Listen, they know that the demographics is majority male. They know that, right? You can't run a company, a gaming company especially, and not know these analytics, right? You
Sure.
must know that
They
gaming
know.
is they know that gaming's majority men. That's not to say that every game has to be for the male gaze, but you know, as of right now anyway, majority of the games, especially AAA titles, it seems like, are actively choosing to avoid anything that would make a male customer happy, even something as small and stupid as maybe a semi-conventionally attractive character versus
Yeah.
whatever the hell this is supposed to be, right? So do you know the story behind this picture?
No. What's the story?
Okay, so this is from the new Fable game.
Okay.
I gotta find the picture. Hold on. Fable actress. So the actual Fable actress who they based this off of, and with this one they did use her face. They just, again, they did the typical 5 things that I mentioned before. Now here we go. So I think she's actually pretty damn attractive. Let me show you the picture. So this is the actress. Okay, that's the actress. Now keep that in your mind.
All right.
And then go back to this.
Bro, what the hell?